Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in here today, man. So today we're going to be diving into some Bob Dylan. It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding. I've done this song, the studio version. I've checked it out in the past. Absolutely loved it. I've been blown away by so much Bob Dylan music, man. I love lyricism, okay? And he's a great poet and great lyricist. So it is without question that I'm gonna fall in love with Bob Dylan's style, what he was talking about, his message. I've seen in his lyrics growth and personal reflection, man. I've loved a lot of that, as well as spotlighting multiple things throughout society and the world, man. So I think he's done an amazing job. Today we're going to dive into this one. This was a suggestion for me to check out, so we're going to be checking this one out. Bob Dylan, It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding, live right here. It says with lyrics. I don't know if they're going to be showing that on the screen or not, but we'll dive into this one. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. Before we get this jumping, man, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the descriptions down below, man. Subscribing's free. I'd appreciate it if you help me out on the channel, man. Let's go ahead and hop into this one. Bob Dylan, It's Alright Ma. Here we go.
Darkness at the break of noon, shadows even the silver spoon, the handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipses both the sun and moon. To understand you know too soon, there's no sense in trying. As pointed threats they bluff with scorn, suicide remarks are torn from the fool's gold mouthpiece. The hollow horn plays wasted words, proves to warn that he not busy being born is busy dying.
Like that line a lot.
Temptation's page flies out the door. You follow, find yourself at war. Watch waterfalls of pity roar. You feel the moan, but unlike before, you discover that you just be one more person crying.
The waterfalls of pity. You're just another person crying.
So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. It's alright, Ma, I'm only sighing. As some won victory, some downfall, private reasons, great or small, can be seen in the eyes of those that call to make all that should be killed to crawl, while others say don't hate nothing at all except hatred. Disillusioned words like bullets bark as human gods aim for their mark, make everything from toy guns that spark to flesh-colored Christs that glow in the dark. It's easy to see without looking too far that not much is really sacred.
I'm always blown away that he can remember all of this. Like, jeez, he's saying so much.
While preachers preach of evil fates, teachers teach that knowledge waits, can lead to $100 plates. Goodness hides behind its gates, but even the President of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked. Though the rules of the road have been lodged, it's only people's games that you got to dodge. And it's alright, Ma, I can make it.
It's only people's games you've got to dodge.
Advertising signs that con you into thinking you're the one that can do what's never been done, that can win what's never been won. Meantime, life outside goes on all around you.
Wow. The best verse so far right there.
You lose yourself, you reappear, you suddenly find you got nothing to fear. Alone you stand with nobody near, when a trembling distant voice unclear startles your sleeping ears to hear that somebody thinks they really found you. The question in your eyes is lit, yet you know there is no answer fit to satisfy and show you not to quit, to keep it in your mind and not forget that it is not he or she or them or it that you belong to. Though the masters make the rules for the wise men and the fools, I got nothing more to live up to.
Such a great cadence switch, man. I love that. I love how different it is.
For them that must bow down to authority that they do not respect in any degree, who despise their jobs, their destiny, speak jealously of them that are free, cultivate what they do to be, nothing more than something they invest in. While some on principles baptized to strict party platform ties, social clubs and drag disguise, outsiders they can freely criticize, till nothing's helped you to idolize and say God bless him. While one who sings with his tongue on fire gargles in the rat race choir, bent out of shape from society's pliers, cares not to come up any higher, but rather get you down in the hole that he's in.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that line. Dang, man.
But I mean no harm, nor put fault on anyone living in a vault. But it's alright, Ma, if I can't please him.
Yeah. You don't gotta live to please these people that we don't know, that we can't even touch, that we can't get around.
Old lady judges watch people in pairs, limited in sex they dare to tell fake morals, insult and stare. While money doesn't talk, it swears. Obscenity, who really cares? Propaganda, all is phony.
Gotta sell your soul to make a buck. Sell your soul to make a buck.
Well, them that defend what they cannot see with killer's pride, security, it blows their minds most bitterly. For them that think death's honesty won't fall upon them naturally, life sometimes must get lonely. My eyes collide head-on with stuffed graveyards, false goals I scuff at, pettiness which plays so rough. Walk upside down inside handcuffs, kick my legs to crash it off, say, alright, I've had enough, what else can you show me? And if my thought dreams could be seen, they'd probably put my head in a guillotine. But it's alright, Ma, it's life and life only.
It's too dangerous to say how I really feel, what I'm thinking. It's too dangerous, but if they saw, they put me in the guillotine, man, they're gonna take me out, they would see me as a danger to society just because he wants to change the flaws and the bad things about it, but that becomes a dangerous thought, right? You've got to follow into the status quo, because that's what's helping the elite stay elite, right? You can't think about changing any of that. Is kind of the vibe I got there at the end on that one, man. So we got Bob Dylan right here. It's alright, Mom, only bleeding. Like I said, I've done this in the past, so if you want to dive into some of my thoughts that I really was feeling when I listened to this one, you can go back and feel that one or check out that one. Today, we're going to dive into the history, because I don't think I did that back in the original recording of this. I didn't pull up the wiki and try to dive a little deeper on what they might have been talking about. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so we've got Bob Dylan right here with It's Alright Mom, Only Bleeding, released in 1965. Songwriter Bob Dylan on this one. It says, It's Alright Mom, Only Bleeding is a song written by and performed by American singer-songwriter Bob Dylan and first released on his 1965 album, Bringing It All Back Home. And it was written in the summer of 1964, first performed on October 10th, 1964, and recorded in 1965. It is described by Dylan biographer Howard Soanes as a grim masterpiece. Amongst the well-known lines sung in the song are, he's not busy being born, is busy dying. Absolutely, I love that one. Money doesn't talk, it swears. Love that one. Although the masters make the rules for the wise men and the fools, but even the president of the United States sometimes have to stand naked. The lyrics express Dylan's anger at the perceived hypocrisy, commercialism, consumerism, and war mentality in contemporary American culture. Dylan's preoccupations in the lyrics nevertheless extend beyond the social, political, expressing existential concerns touching on urgent matters of personal experience. Dylan said that It's Alright Ma, I'm Only Bleeding is one of his songs that means the most to him, and he has played the song often in live concerts since the original release on Bringing It All Back Home. Live versions of the song have been issued on a lot of a lot of footage, so he's played it a lot, it sounds like, right there, man. Man, looking at this little verse right here, this is deep, man, but everything about this is really deep. Just look at this one, darkness at the break of noon. To me, that means as soon as you are out and about on your day, man, there is a dark agenda to kind of warp your mind and warp who you are and break you down. Or the future's bleak. That, to me, could also mean that the future is bleak. This one's a little deeper that I couldn't quite think about. Shadows, even the silver spoon, right? Silver spoon, when I'm thinking silver spoon, I'm thinking like the high and mighty, the ones who are born into I guess like privilege or not privilege necessarily, but you know, I mean, where we're born and who we're born into is a flip of a coin, right? The family, whether we have wealth or whether we're in poverty. But shadows, even the silver spoon, I couldn't quite understand what that might mean. This one, the handmade blade, the child's balloon. To me, this means destroying our hopes as a child, man. Before, as a child, you're a dreamer, but they kind of they mold your mind into what they need you to be. You're destroying the idea, the personality, the hopes, the dreams of a child. The handmade blade, man, they're going to pop that kid's balloon. You're going to be, you know, in line. You're going to be in line with what we want you to be. Eclipses both the sun and the moon, of course, blocking out the sun, blocking out light. To understand, you'll know soon, there's no sense in trying. There's no sense in trying, and this isn't him telling you that. It's kind of the way society wants to tell you. There's no sense in trying to break the norm, to be who you are, to have dreams and desires. We will mold you to what we want you to be, and that's kind of what everything up to that line gave me to think about. So man, there's no light in your future, right? There's no light in your future. There's no sense in trying. Dang, man, really good stuff with Bob right here. But of course, I love Bob Dylan, man. I knew what I was getting. I've heard this song before, and I just think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that one man wrote not only this, but how many albums and songs has he been involved in writing, remembering all of this when he goes and plays it live. He's not human. This guy's a special man, dude. Bob Dylan is a special man. So thank you guys for tuning in here. Thank you for the suggestion on this one. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today, man. If you did, if you enjoy the content I put out on a daily basis, please consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3, man. It's an amazing way to give back. If you're enjoying the content I'm putting out, let me know if there's more from Bob Dylan you guys want me to dive into. I'd really appreciate that, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.